Welcome back to Leeds Lately. Before we get into today's video, if you could just hit that big red button down below, that would massively help me out. But today we're going to be talking about Eduard Spertsyan, who is an Armenian attacking midfielder from Krasnodar in the Russian First Division. And he's somebody who Leeds were linked with back in January of last year, and Leeds have upped the interest again. He's got 1 year left on his contract, rumoured to be worth around 20 million euros, but because of that 1 year left on his contract, you'd imagine that Leeds might actually be able to get him for a little bit less than that 20 million euro mark. Playing primarily in the attacking midfield, he can also play on the right and the left wing, cutting inside into those half spaces as well, which is something that Daniel Farke absolutely loves. Now, we don't get too much information from the Russian league readily available to us, but we have had a look at some of his gameplay, and so we're able to do the eye test, and we're able to also have a look at his previous goal scoring records and stuff as well, and it does look good. In his last 4 years at Krasnodar, he has played 115 games. He scored 40 goals and got 23 assists. So a really, really good goal return there and assist return. In 2021-22, he scored 8 goals and got 2 assists. The next season, 10 goals and 12 assists. The season after that, 11 goals and 3 assists. And this season, 11 goals and 6 assists. So whilst I do think he takes penalties, it does kind of take into account some of his goals, but he is very clinical when it comes to his penalties as well. He takes a kind of Jorginho style skip run up, which allows him to send the goalkeeper the wrong way, but that does demonstrate that he has got nerve. He is the set piece taker as well for Krasnodar, so he takes all their corners and free kicks. He scored a few free kicks direct this season. He's also got a few assists from corners as well, so his set piece delivery is very good. Obviously, Leeds will need to buy somebody who can actually score from a set piece if we are going to have somebody like Spertsyan take good set pieces, but half the battle is actually beating the first man and getting a good delivery into the box, and that's something that Spertsyan can definitely provide. I've seen a lot of other people as well have said that this would be a good deal for Leeds. Now, the thing to remember as well is that Leeds are hopefully going to be going down a little bit more of a data-based recruitment strategy, a little bit like what Brentford and Brighton do. Now, this would bear out in what's happening here, because I do think that Spertsyan is somebody who's not on too many clubs' radars, given that he's playing out in Russia, and he is not massively kind of wanted by other teams in the Premier League that we know of. But I do think that he is somebody who provides a lot of the right statistics in the right places and the right eye test kind of that you get from him. Makes it seem like he definitely would be a good option for Leeds. Now, whilst I said he plays primarily in the number 10, easy for me to say, he does drift whilst he's playing in the number 10 out to the left and out to the right to try to drift into those half spaces, which when he's playing on the wing, he does the opposite thing and drifts inside. So he has got that in his locker, that ability to play any of those 3 roles across our attacking midfield position. So that's definitely another good string to his bow. I would say that he's more in the style of an Aronson than he is in terms of a Jorginho, but don't panic about that, because that just means that he's the type of player who likes to make third-man runs into the box. He likes to be the one who tries to get on the end of things and finish things rather than being massively a creator. He has the ability to make passes in the final third, though. I haven't seen too much of his long passing range, but his short passing game is very good, and he's able to find teammates through playing the ball through gaps in the lines and trying to find his teammates in the box. Now, that is something that we've struggled with having Aronson as our number 10. He's been somebody who has struggled to break through the lines at times to try and play his teammates into the box. So having somebody who can break the lines and somebody who can break a low block would be a very important thing for Leeds to have. Now, before we go any further in this video, I will just say that Leeds back 4 merch is now available in the link in the description, my affiliate link, so I will get 25% of the proceeds, just to be open and transparent. And of course, as well, if you use Leeds Lately 10 at checkout, you'll get 10% off. This is the Peacocks shirt for the charity match. Of course, mine is personalised to say, oh, there it is, MC, Der Capitan, so my initials because I'm the captain for the charity match, which leads us on nicely. The link is in the description for the charity match as well. So if you want to check that out, it's on the 20th of July at the John Charles Centre for Sport in Leeds, and all your favourite creators will be there playing, and it's all for a great cause as well. So check that out in the description down below. Anyway, back to the video. So Spertsyan then is somebody who I think ticks a lot of boxes for Leeds. He ticks the database recruitment, so we're not just picking somebody up from the bottom of the Premier League who's got relegated or the top of the Championship, and he ticks the box of being someone that fits our needs. He can play in any number of those roles across the midfield, across the attacking midfield, and he's able to cut into those half spaces as well. Number 3, he fills a hole in the squad where we haven't got the manpower. So Aronson is kind of our only number 10 in there, so he fills that gap to try to bring in that expertise. And number 4 as well, he's not going to cost a massive amount of money. If Leeds have probably got around 100 to 150 million pounds to spend, and you're spending around 15 million pounds on a player, that is around 8 to 10 players recruited, is kind of the drive, the recruitment drive that we did want to see in the Premier League when we got promoted. Certainly, from my point of view, we need that amount of players. So it ticks all of those boxes. The only thing is he completely proven to the point where you can say, yeah, he'll definitely work in the Premier League? No, he's not. So it's a risk. If you're going to keep Aronson and you're going to keep Spertsyan as well, or get Spertsyan as well, you are in a position where you've got 2 unproven Premier League number 10s. Aronson struggled last time in his Premier League season, and Spertsyan is untested. So you kind of have that toss-up of, are you going to spend not as much money, bringing in a little bit of an unknown from a distance? That plays in as well to this data-based recruitment strategy. When Leicester recruited Kante, when Brighton brought in Caicedo, when Brentford have brought in certain players that they've brought in as well from foreign countries who've never played in the Premier League before, they weren't untested, but they've worked. So it's certainly a strategy that I would like to see Leeds go down. Let me know what you think, though, down in the comments below of Spertsyan, because I think it would be a good signing. But like I say, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thanks for watching Leeds Lately, and I shall see you in the next one.